In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the AC condenser on your Kia Soul. It's located in front of the radiator on the front of the car. Make sure that you go down to your local shop and have your AC system evacuated. You can use a 10mm socket. Take out this bolt on this side and the one on the other side. Next, we're going to take out these plastic grommets. Going to see if it comes out. Well, that's good. All right, a good way to get these out is put a little pressure on the bottom, underneath, and then they'll come right out. Next, you're going to do these. Alright, once you get those out, you can take this off. If your vehicle had an under tray, remove that first. And then we're going to remove this and work our way down. Some of the parts on this vehicle are missing also, so. I'm going to take this. This holds the fender cover. There's one on the other side as well. You should have a plastic tab here to remove, and one on the other side as well. Next, we're going to remove the other side. And also take this out if yours is not broken. All right, so now we're going to take out this screw. It connects the bumper to the body of the car and the wheel well. All right, so now we're going to take out this screw. You're going to pull out and then forward. Do it on the other side as well. All right. Okay. All right. So there's a little tab underneath this piece, and you're going to pull up and out. Same on this side. Pull up and out. Using a 10mm socket, I'm going to disconnect our horn. Disconnect your horn connector. And put that off to the side. Okay, now we're going to take our hood latch off with 10mm socket. There's one more on the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to take off our hood latch and also the hood puller. The cable here is for the pull. What you're going to do is you're going to use a screwdriver and pull that out of its bracket. Then you're going to take your cable and pull it down over here and take it out. We're going to use a Phillips head screwdriver or drill and take out our clips for this. There should be 3. I'm going to take that off by pulling it up. And then we can disconnect our lines using a 10mm socket. We're going to have to free up the nut off of the stud. All right, my lines appear to be stuck, so I'm going to wiggle them a little bit with the pry bar. There's an O-ring in there that you want to loosen up before you just yank it out. So once you got it loose, be careful not to gouge the metal, the aluminum. And pull it out. Give that one a wiggle. Okay, that's line number 2. Just going to put that off to its side. Now we're going to take out our condenser. All right, so there's 4 clips, or should I say slide brackets, 2 on each side. We just got to lift up the condenser out of there. Looks like the top 2 have a lip on them, and the bottom does not. So I'm going to use my thumbs, lift that up. Should come out fairly easy once you get past the radiator bracket here. There we go. All right. You're going to want to take off this bracket. It makes your life much easier when attaching your condenser. You're going to line up your brackets. Make sure you have all 4 lined up before you push it down. All right, once that's in, we're going to put our bracket on. Slug it up. So now we're ready to connect our lines. Let's make sure those O-rings are seated in there. All right, I'm going to use a 10mm socket and torque these lines to 8 foot-pounds. Do your best if you can't get your torque wrench in there. Eight foot-pounds is not much. You just want the line seated in there. So when it's flush, it's probably about 8 foot-pounds. Now we're going to put our plastic cover on. It slides into these two brackets on the condenser. So now we're here, we're going to put our cable, our hood popper cable, into our bracket. We're going to slide it through that. You're going to get the ball past that. And you're going to slide it down, lock it in, and then you're going to turn it this way and pull it through, and then you got to lock it into that. Using a pry bar or a screwdriver, whatever you have handy. And now we are going to put our bolts in. There are 3 bolts, 1, 2, and 1 on the bottom. Start them with your hands first, and snug them down. All right, so now we're going to put our horn back on. You're going to put your connector first. Make sure you hear that click. Start your bolt. Snug it up. All right, this vehicle was obviously in an accident. The bumper needed a lot of work. This piece is broken. It protects the radiator somewhat. So once again, I'm going to use some zip ties. You can too at home, or you can replace this piece. So I drilled it out, 2 holes, top and bottom, so I could fit a zip tie through. I'm going to hook it up to this bracket on the condenser. And secure it. I'm going to cut off this excess when I'm done. And then on this bottom piece, it was a little more tricky, but I found a way. Okay, now we're going to cut off the excess. All right. Good. So now we're going to put our bumper on, reinstall it. It's helpful to have something nearby to help hold it up. Before you start snapping anything into place, make sure you are lined up everywhere. We're looking good. All right, so once you're lined up, you can go ahead and snap that in. Work your way to the front and put the other side in. So right here and here, there is a little thing sticking up out of the bumper frame. You're gonna make sure that your plastic is lined up with that stuff. And then we're gonna work our way to the side. I'm gonna have to give it a whack if it's been in an accident like ours. Otherwise, it should snap in nicely. Put your plastic pieces in here. You're going to need 3 plastic grommets for the 3 holes to attach this cover. Once you attach that, then you can put your next one on. All right, so now it's time to put our plastic pieces back. Put your hooks underneath. Now we're going to bolt it down with bolts on either side, here and here. Tighten up this side. So now we're going to put our plastic grommets in to the holes. You may have to replace some of these. Put the next 3 in. All right, so I'm going to attach these clips. My other one's broken, but we'll do our best to fasten this bottom part. All right, next we're going to do these. Now we're going to put these in these holes. Make sure your fender liner is secure. All right, so now we're going to put our screws to connect our bumper to the body. These are really important ones. Without these, your bumper might fall off. Make sure you take it to a local repair shop to have it recharged with your AC oil, and you have heat, and you should be good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.